Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Inside Line Racing, and welcome to round 10 here at the British Grand Prix for ILR5. And yes, that was the worst voice crack I've ever had on stream. Luckily, there's no one watching, so no one ever saw that, and we'll never talk about it again. So this is the home of British motorsport here at Silverstone, and yeah, we're watching Don heading round to get his lap started. And welcome to everybody who's joining. And definitely not here for setups, but listen, we'll take the numbers. So anyway, yeah, here we go. I can see that Yoss is in the pits there and heading out on the hards. So we'll just get them a little mention because they are the best tire in the game. There you go. Look at the beautiful, beautiful blue tires. Anyway, listen, we're not here to watch me lose my collective mind over blue tires. Here to watch drivers try not bend it, which is more enjoyable to watch. So yes, hopefully everything's streaming okay. There's no issues, which would be useful. Oh dear. I think Lenny might have. Oh dear, Lenny might have heard the voice crack. That's not good. Ignore that voice crack. That was intentional. Anyway, yes, I'm noticing a couple of new names in here. Obviously, I think it's the last two I missed. So, I think this is a new one, for example, and that didn't look particularly comfortable there for Marcus Beckett's there for Don Rajib. So maybe he'll want to have it better next time. Not using DRS, so I wonder if he's going to abandon that lap, and he's down to 1 energy. So we'll find somebody else to watch, and yeah, hopefully we can actually find someone doing a lap. Let's see if we can find anyone on a respective soft run. Penske looks to be on one, so we will follow him in the yellow Renault to the end of the lap. And yes, like I say, I missed the last two races, so I've got a sort of general idea what's going on. I think Funny's our previous championship dominator, sort of, kind of. I think he's moved up to ILR3, if I recall, as a reserve. I think, which means I'm screwed, obviously, because that's the one I race in, and it just puts me one step closer to the ILR4, which is great. Anyway, yes, our Landine joins at last. Carriage goes fastest at 27 dead. Good lap from him. They'll want to be getting into the 26s, I imagine, for pole position. So yeah, we'll see how they go on that. And yeah, we've got also Apex Iceman up there in P2, just ahead of his teammates. So Renault 2 and 3 at the moment, not too bad. Anyone else yet to set a lap on softs? I don't think there is. I think everyone's actually set a lap who's currently out there, except this guy. So I think he's also new. Yoss Hensey, I'll go with that. Like I say, I'll get there with the names eventually. I know it's bad when you come in and then suddenly loads of new people. Anyway, hard compound tires, not expecting them to be very quick, and only 1.6 seconds off the pace isn't actually too bad. So it makes you wonder what he might do when he bolts on a set of soft compound tires later on. Now, as beautiful as these tires are, the issue is they are just absolutely ice cold, as the name would suggest. And yeah, they're just not very suited to the race, so this is likely the only time you're going to see them, so, watch it, drink it in, you're never going to see them again. Let's find someone on a lap. It looks like Jamie is on a lap at the moment, so we'll ride on board for him. 27.2 in the first sector, we're still seeing people coming in. Hello, I think that's Benjamin there, went P2, and Super Banana into P3 as well. And oh yeah, also I'm stealing a joke from Sam from last week, the Noel Edmonds joke. That's now my joke, and if anyone has any complaints about that, then yeah, tough. Anyway, yeah, Jamie, we've been right on board from him. He's had a good lap. It's been nothing special. You could probably go quicker, but it's not necessarily the worst that I've ever seen in my entire life. So, speaking of devil, there's Sam in the chat. As I said, I'm stealing your joke, so, yeah. Sorry. Oh right, it's copyrighted. Don't worry, because we can still adapt this. Jamie, I've invalidated. It would have been quickest. We will use the joke anyway, and you know, you just have to try and figure out how I'm using it, huh? We'll see that one. Anyway, yeah. Oh God, how am I gonna say your name? Let's try this out. Cernks. I don't know. The Ferrari. Kimi Raikkonen. We'll call him that. Because he's in Raikkonen's car. He heads through Maggots and Beckett's. I really should have looked at these people's names before we got started here. There's still 10 minutes to go, so there'll be plenty of time for more runs after this. And it looks like he's abandoning that. Chapalili is starting his lap now. And we've got 24 viewers, according to my phone. So, good stuff. Good to see ILR5 getting the viewers. It's quite funny, we always get them with viewers. And, obviously, listen, people want their strategies, I get that. But, you know, the racing's good as well. So don't just be looking at the strategy, alright? Alright, good, lovely, brilliant. And, yeah, Chapalili much faster than his teammate for the first sector, and his teammate would have went quickest with his lap. So we'll see just how we get along. And Tom is being a smart arse, as usual. And Matthew's in here as well. Oh, it's gonna be really hard to. I'm gonna turn the phone off before they make me laugh too much. Anyway, yeah. Issue with cops on this game. I find it that you can go flat out through there if you're in a classic car for qualifying, but if you're in one of these cars, you've got no chance. And I've just realised that Chapalili has got my number on there. Good man. Look at that, you'd think it was me driving that. Maybe it will be at this route with my pace. But yeah, the number 15 there on the Cyber with the yellow top, which is the one I prefer to use, and that's quite cool. And yeah, we're not really seeing much movement up at the top, are we? So let's hope that Chapalili can get in amongst all that as he comes to the line now. He goes quickest. Quicker than his teammate would have went before, which is what you would expect, having been quicker in the first sector anyway. So Chapalili there on pole for now, but there's still 8 minutes to go. Let's watch Iceman. He was just behind as all that was going on, and he might get himself a little bit of a slipstream down the straight, and he won't be able to go for it. Chapalili moved well out of the way. He knew exactly what Iceman might have planned to do there. Also, he didn't want to block because that's just mean. And Noel there, he goes into P8, highest on the mediums, although there is only 3 of them, so we'll give them a chance. I'm sure there'll be more as the session progresses. Or maybe there won't. I mean, it's one of them tracks where you can actually get away with just starting on the softs. There's basically no difference. In fact, the undercut is so powerful here that maybe you're better starting on the softs for once, which means we get a proper qualifying session, which is obviously something you don't see too often these days in this game. And it's good to have every now and then a proper qualifying session. And just saying that, if that's Apex Iceman's first sector, that's 5/10 off pole, so we're not looking at a pole position time at the moment, although of course the game will let us see his second and third sector, so we'll just have to guess really off of this. There's just some cars pitting in the background there. And through the last turn, Iceman coming up to the line, and yeah, he did get a bit back towards the end of the lap, but he just lost all of it in the first sector. If he set a comparable first sector to Chapalili, he would have been on pole there actually, but that's not how it works, unfortunately. So yeah, here's Carriage. Only using 1 energy and doesn't look to be pushing too much. Then again, I've said that now, he might just go fastest. He is avoiding the pit lane, so he is going to go for it into the last turn. Bit of a lock up, but he still keeps it on the track and towards the line. Not going to be fastest, but it's not going to be improving either actually, so don't quite know why I bothered to finish that lap, to be honest with you. Let's see, Penske into the pits, Johnny into the pits. Yoss, no, he was, you know, he's 1.9 off. That was on a set of the hard compound tyres, so expect this one to be going right the way up the field. And yep, up to P2 he goes. So yeah, that's the difference between the hard tyre and the soft tyre. And that's why, as nice as the blue tyre is, it's completely useless. And that won't stop, by the way. That won't stop. Scott, if anyone here fancies ILR2 and wants to see a masterclass, tune in on Sunday at 7, because Scott is going to be going from lap 1 to the last lap, or well, penultimate lap, because he'll get disqualified on the hard tire. He says he'll do what he did last year. So if you want to see that, I guess go ahead. That's something to look forward to. That'll certainly be interesting to see how he plays into that one there. And let's watch Jamie, shall we? Oh, has he got 15 as well? Oh, look at that. The Cybers love the number 15, don't we? Was Brandon in a Cyber last season, ILR2? Or ILR1? Could have been both, actually. He ran number 15 there as well. 15 seems to be a number that has a lot in common with Cyber, and seems to be quite successful. They're currently 2 and 3 as Carriage. I said if he was able to improve that first sector, he would have gone quickest, and I suspect he might have done just a little tiny bit, because he's gone quickest. So, yeah. Like I say, number 15 on both Cybers, and now 3 Cybers, and possibly 4 or 5 Cybers in the past. It's a very Cyber number, I guess. So there's the 2 Force Indias running pretty close to each other. Unfortunately, none of them on a lap, so they can't really help each other out here. But yeah. Who's on a lap then? On a fresh set of tires. If someone fancies going on a lap on 1 lap old tires and actually go for it, then fair enough. But I don't think anyone is. So we're just in a bit of a lull here. We've got 4.5 minutes to go, so let's see what people are having chats about in the, chat. Oh god, good thing I haven't been, looking at the chat. Apparently Lucas on the simulator for ILR3, that's crucial, information. And, Jess is in here. Oh wait, no, I thought you were doing ILR6. I was about to say, how are you here? No, you do ILR4, don't you? I was about to say, why have you got here? But no, okay. Alfie Jensen. Fancy seeing you here. Anyway, here is Sunks. Here's Raikkonen heading down towards the end of Sector 1, and that is very bad. So we'll find someone else. Bastos. Not trying, good lad. Johnny. Slow, but we'll keep watching you because it looks like you're actually still going to keep going with a lap. So, yeah. Yes, anyway. 27 viewers still, good to see. And, yeah. Everybody now, except Saleh, is on the mediums, and he's probably wondering what he's doing out there on mediums, to be honest with you. He's probably starting to regret his choice, but we'll see. I don't know if he has enough time really to pit, come back out and get the tires ready. He might just have to roll with this. So, this will be very interesting to see. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on him towards the end here. Johnny heading towards the end of his lap now. We'll see where he ends up going. He's currently in 11th, so he needs 2 tenths to break into the top 10, and then probably a few more to stay in there. And coming to the line, wasn't a very good lap. He got it invalidated, and now he's causing a massive problem, as Don Rashid has gone fastest, ahead of his teammate by 5 thousandths of a second. And it turns out Johnny is so good he can't even crash properly. He has to retire. So at least that means if he decides to use the McLaren as a bullet into turn 1, he'll stay in the race just to see about everyone else. And now look at what his car is going to be doing here. This could cause a bit of trouble with laps. And really, that's just a mess. And if you read the ILR rulebook, you would have known that you shouldn't be doing that. But then again, I think he probably knows that. So let's see who's on a lap then. I think Nola's just starting one, isn't he? Sumo Milanataj is on one. Iceman is ahead though, and is that another per first sector from him? So we'll see. My day's been very good, Alfie. Great day. Sat in school for like 6 hours, did absolutely nothing. Anyway, yeah. Sam, listen, I'll talk about Noel Edmonds when it's time to talk about Noel Edmonds, okay? But for now, Iceman, priorities. So it is it's a Force India 1-2, then Cyber 3-4. Will Iceman be able to get in amongst that? He would have, but it was invalid, so we didn't. Superman Anastasia is heading towards the end of his lap, and I kind of butchered your name then. That was bad. I was sort of starting to get better at it, but oh well. So, around the last turn, is it going to be top 10 or top 5 higher? 6. Good stuff. You'll be happy with that. Benjamin gets ready to start his lap. Here is Mr. Edmonds getting himself ready for another lap as well. But let's focus on the top guys. Who's going to be on pole out of these? Second, third, fourth, and fifth. Because Don Rajiv, he's done all he can. He's happy being 5 thousandths ahead of his teammate. And let's see, who's furthest here? I think it is Jamie, so we'll follow him around. He might get some section there off Salah, but he won't. And Salah, by the way, only 18th, he's slowest. MK Bourne out as well in 19th. And yeah, not gone too well for him. And Jamie closing his lap now. Just the last couple of quarters to go. And Wise retired to the session. He's P12, so we'll get a free tyre choice. And Jamie to the line. Doesn't go any faster. Iceman beats him. Here's Joss coming towards the line now. Where will he end up? He's got good pace, and he goes on to pole position for now. But there's still Chapalili, and there's still Carriage to go. So, 2 men in contention for this. Possibly Benjamin. We'll see how he ends up going. We'll see them all crossing the line in a moment. With just seconds remaining. These will be the last guys probably across the line. So, has Carriage done enough? Can Carriage get on that front row? No. Chapalili heading there as well. I think Benjamin's a little bit ahead, so we'll catch onto him. To the line, P5. Jamie falling down to 7th there now. And Chapalili, he's out qualifying his teammate, but he doesn't improve on the grid then. And is Champ still on a lap? No. Is Bill still on a lap? No, he's not. And poor old Mr. Edmonds is down there in 14th. Oh my god, oh my god. That's just a bit of a mess, isn't it? Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah dear, Noel's happy about bottling that qualifying. Oh, nasty accident there. But yeah, it is Joss on pole. I don't know if it's his first race or not, but it's the first race I've seen from him, I think. So, yeah, pole position. For anyone who's wondering, that is 4/10 quicker than anything I could do. Oh no. This is causing a lot of accidents here. Oh dear. Lots of broken car there. Not Force India's going for a ride. I probably wasn't expecting there. What's the hold up? Bill! Is it Bill? It's Bill, isn't it? Bill, what are you doing, lad? Talk about time wasting here. You're looking for screen time, aren't you? Be honest. Be honest. You're looking for that screen time, aren't you? Well, you're not getting it. Oh. Pinsky's had a bit of an accident there. I don't know quite how he's managed to do that, but yeah, he has. Oh, he's going into the pits as well. What a cheeky bugger! Didn't even have the common decency to cross the line. Ugh. Anyway, we'll go through the grid. You know, when the massive, lovely, big graphic comes up. And yeah. I think it's going to be a dry race. I don't think there's been any sign of rain. So, that's nice. And, yeah. Just got to let it all load. And, yeah, it is Joss then on pole. Joss the boss. We'll call him that. We'll go with that. For Aston Martin Red Bull Racing. And that is from Don Rajib, Carriage, Chapalili, Benjamin, Iceman, Jamie, Simon, Natasha, Bastos, Chant, Schwiedema. We'll go with that. Wise, Penske, Edmonds, Bill, Johnny, Sirks, Salah, and MK Bourne. So that is your grade for the British Grand Prix here in ILR5. And looks like we're going to be starting the formation at it's like 7 o'clock on the dot, so it's not too bad, is it? Not too bad. And yeah, it just appears that my rain curse has been passed over to Evil, by the way, because when he covered for me for ILR2 France, it rained. So it appears actually, if you want it to rain, you're going to be watching ILR4, is it he does as well? Ah, yeah, Sam, I'd love the strat to be soft to hard, but you know it's not, and we all know it's not. But I really want it to be. And just peering into the garages here, you can see a few people going for some mediums there, as you can see by the Mercedes garage and the Red Bull garage. Ferrari being boring and going for softs. Yeah. Just gonna have to wait. I'm trying to say it's going to go at 7 at the dot, but at this rate, it might not. Ah, it does! Vamos! That pretty much was 7 on the dot, actually. I'm pretty happy about that. Right then, let's see the tires. Fingers crossed. Oh! Okay, so obviously top 10 have to be on the qualified tires as softs. Which makes you question why they aren't more than 1 lap old, but okay. 11th, 12th, 13th and 20th are all on softs, and everyone else is on the medium compound tires. And we have a full grid. Our Landine has arrived, and yay. You always like to see a full grid. It's always much nicer. And yeah. Just gonna have to wait now. So yeah. Just seeing on Twitter, Paul seems to find it so cool that the ILR5 URL has got F1 in it. I'll give it that, actually. That is quite cool, actually. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. But anyway, yeah. Haven't done this in a while. This is a bit of a feature that I sort of abandoned because no one liked it. But you know what? I'm bringing it back. Let's have a look at some helmets. Nice. Is that rendered? Yeah. Now, I always like to have a wee look at the helmets because they are sometimes quite nice. And they've got the same helmet, just different colours. I was thinking about a purple on the helmet. Nice. You'd think he was from Hungary. That is probably quite similar to your Haas, actually, to be fair. Nice helmet there. Bastos. Good helmet as well. Nice and vibrant there on the Ferrari. Good there as well. That one suits the Mercedes quite well, actually, I think. He's got a bit of a Renault helmet going on there. Mr. Edmonds got some Force India pink up there. Bill with a McLaren helmet. Johnny with just, I think he's actually got silver on there as well. Purple again. Loving the purple. Salah with my favourite of the custom helmets from last year. MK Bourne with his Renault helmet in a very bad position on the grid. And our Landine. Nice helmet. So what is their grid position? What is going on there? Anyway, the lights are on here for the British Grand Prix. Oh, Benjamin, jump start, drive through penalty. Apart from that though, looks to have all went okay. Free abreast almost into turn 1. With the Force Indias and there's a bit of contact. No one's spinning off though. I thought the Force India carriage is going to end up going round there a little bit. And I think Chappellini might have got some damage from that contact, but we'll see in due time. His teammate has passed him, trying to go round the outside now, but that's not going to work. And, well, it might actually work. He might actually keep it for the exit. Didn't think Jamie would be able to keep that one going. It's a Renault, oh my goodness. All sorts going on there. And, yeah, Renault and Red Bull off the track there. And Jamie did get up to P5 then. So, it's just still in the lead. Benjamin will have to take a drive-through penalty. And Simon and Anastasia there is trying to fight with Bastos. He's trying to fight with his own car to keep on the track. And you can see he might end up falling outside the point if Wise fancies a wee dive. We know he likes a dive or two. And he will dive. And he will get ahead. Bit risky, but he made it work. And oh my goodness, they're going to go free. Oh man. Don't go free wide into there. You're asking to be killed. Oh. I think he did get killed. Wise is off to space. And there's Noel getting damage. And Noel is off into the jungle. I said it. Yes. And look at this. There's so much debris everywhere though. I swear there was like 4 or 5 people crashing there. There's another one off there. Salah. I don't think we'll get involved in anything. I'm just saying they're free abreast. You always want to keep an eye on that. Who's going to pit? I don't think anyone's going to pit. But, well, from that little group anyway. We will see a couple of pitters, I think. And Salah, he's last. His teammate is first. Right, come on, Mr. Edmonds. Do it for me, lad. Let's see that splash of blue. And there's our Landine. He's off into Narnia. But he has found the track again. And, yeah. I'm surprised no one else actually pitted. It's only one person in the pits. But anyway. Yes! Hard tires! Yes! Anyway, yeah. Wise back into the points there. I think he had pretty big damage to his car, did he not? And, oh my god, they're still going for it. Look at that, nearly free abreast, and that's a spin for Bastos. Will he crash into anyone? No, he managed to avoid that one pretty cleverly, but he spun. So, maybe not as clever. Give this man loads of respect. Give this man a... Oh. Great game. You're saying he's on hards, but you won't actually show the hards. Anyway, Carriage wants to come back at Jamie. We'll see if he can do it. Probably down this straight. Oh, he's onto the grass a bit. But he has got the run. The 2 McLarens going for it once again. And Wise as well. I do want to watch this, but I'm just, you know, worried that this is happening as well. Nothing's happening there, actually. Which is good, because that means we can watch Bill trying to get into the points. Wise defends to the inside line. Around the outside, it's not going to work for Bill, but he might be able to get a bit of a cutback if Wise is off the track, but he's not. And he was able to keep that on the track nice and cleanly. And Chapelili taking the very, very, very wide line. And, yeah. Oh, Wise. Oh, dear. Oh, Jesus. That was a big accident there. I think, was that the Williams there of Sweden? Yes, it was. And, Wise appears to have caused it. So, no safety car, though. Who wants a safety car, right? Oh. What was that? Was that Wise going off to Narnia? It was. Anyway, yeah, Bill up into the points then. But the McLaren teammates are still going to go for it. And, you know, they don't want to take each other out, but, you know, I'm sensing that these two are very feisty with each other already in this race. And they're fighting for that all-important point, you know. Every point's vital. So we'll see. Heading up to Cop's corner, you can see how much more speed Johnny has, but he's just he won't go for it into there. Because it's just a stupid move. Unless you're Wise, but then again, Wise can make any move work apparently. And I think he's leading the move of the year vote, so says it all. And also, I don't know what to watch here. The leaders are very close, but I also saw the Carriage was side by side with Jamie. Jamie's sticking it around the outside, and I'm really worried about the two. Damn it! Didn't know someone to watch. Ah, and Don Rajiv gets the lead. But Joss on the exit gets there, and it's all going off in the background, and I did not know what to watch. Apologies for that. I didn't see a move happening into there. So, yeah. Ah. Apologies. Seriously, apologies. I didn't intend to miss the most important move of the race, but there we go. Maybe we'll see it turn into a full-scale battle. You know, salvage it. Let's see an action. Let's see a move for the lead here. And Wise, oh, it's just got worse from stop and go penalty. And yeah, his day is just. I mean, it's been quite eventful, but you know, he's 17th and having to box. Benjamin, by the way, had taken his drive through, and he's now down to 16th. And Bill and his teammate still going for it. These two really are quite feisty with each other, aren't they? A bit of contact, as you would expect through there when they all both go for the same line. That made no sense. And now it looks like Raikkonen's going to try and get involved. I'm not going to try and say your name again. And Jamie penalty down the inside goes to Ferrari. Does he get that one done on the exit? That was a very brave move, has to be said. And through Maggots and Beckett, it's not going to happen for now. But Johnny is going to be able to pull away from his teammate. And quick! Jamie defending from Carriage there. Does he finally get past Carriage? I think he does. And I was able to catch that one. So good stuff. And, yeah. Wow. I mean, there's plenty of action. And that is... Oh, that's Iceman. Oh, he's out? That didn't look like it'd be that big of a hit. But he's out. Okay, then. So, that is the Renault out. 2 cars crashing on the main straight here. Who would have thought that? And look at this. This is a really tasty looking fight now, isn't it? We've got 4 men in contention for this 3rd position now, thanks to the retirement. And Bill is still in contention for points. It's just for 9th now because the team is pulling away. And he's now going to be overtaken by Sirks. So, yeah, still in the points. But MK Bourne, he's having a bit of a masterclass today, isn't he? Up to P11 already. Can he get any higher? We'll have to wait and see. And Shapalili around the outside of his teammate, or on the inside, sorry. And he gets it done. So Jamie down to P5. And, yeah. Yoss is still close to John Reggie, but he's just not close enough to mount a challenge at the moment. And Iceman leaves the session. I don't quite know what he did. I think he just got on the inside, possibly inside curb at the last turn, and it just caught him out. It must have done, because we just saw him on the camera from the final corner. He was just spinning off. Lots of dirt being kicked up. So yeah, a mistake he wouldn't really expect to see, but it could happen, and it did happen. So something he will learn from, I'm sure. He must have got caught in that red curb there. You could see it as they were heading through. He must have just got 2 wheels on that, and when you do that, you're toast. It's over. Shapalili gets a penalty. And Pinsky into the pits. That's an early one. I wondered if there was any damage on that Renault. That's his 2nd stop, I think, actually, as well. Oh, no, actually, no, it wouldn't be. He's just not got to the line yet. There we go. So nothing happening with the leaders, but something is happening between the Ferrari, and there's a rev glitch. I love them. And yeah, the Ferrari of Sirks has got some good pace. He's looking at trying to get by the 2nd McLaren now. Look at the closing speed on the straight. Can they get through on the inside? He'll look, but I don't think he'll get through there. He'll look for the cutback from here and get the run all the way up to Copse Corner. And with his confidence, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets through. Jamie's been overtaken again, down to P6. And here we go, on the inside. Does Sirks get past? Yes, he does. But he goes wide, and they're still side by side, looking for Bill as well. He might get involved with us once again, but Johnny stays ahead for the time being. And, yeah, they are now 8.6 seconds away from that, the top 6. So, really, their maximum... Or top 7, sorry. So their maximum really is 8 for these guys. Unless it's a safety car. And I'm kind of surprised there hasn't been one yet, actually. And down the inside goes Sirks again. Does he get it done this time? A bit of contact. Bit of a friendly tap. And Johnny keeps it on the inside. Now that was a bit less friendly, to be honest. And Bill gets a penalty in the background. I don't know what he did. He must have got some more corners. And he'll be looking at this. He'll be getting his popcorn out. And he'll be looking at trying to get himself past these 2, because they are really going for it. Here we go, through turn 2 towards turn 3. Surely a dive at the inside. It's the only thing he can do, really. And he will try it. And Sirks is just ahead, and he's gonna squeeze John out of road. But that, I think, will give Johnny the DRS now, and it does. And here we go. He should get that one done down the inside. He does. And look out for Bill, because these 2 are really slowing each other down now. Sirks just can't get past and stay ahead. They're still side by side. And, oh, look at that. Sirks with a big jolt to the right. He does not want to have a crash here. Yoss gets a penalty. That's going to be important for his final result. Especially when he's fighting now for what will be 2nd, because I think John Rajeev's got the pace over him. And Bill really has now caught up to the back of this. Look, he's all over this. And he just wants to be careful, and he doesn't do that. And well, that was not the best execution of Beckett I've ever seen. And Carriage then, on the back of Yoss for 2nd place. By the way, quick shout out. Boys in blue, having some fun. Good man. I mean, the graphics didn't want to show it, but I respect you. And Carriage, does he have a little look on the inside? He'll have to wait. He wants to do this strategically, and I'm just sort of realising I would have actually got telemetry. That'd be quite useful, wouldn't it? Because he'll be tactical with this. I imagine he probably could have went for turn 3, but this is where it's more important. The DRS down towards the end of the first sector, and yeah, doesn't get the chance. But that's wide for Jaws. He could have had a look there, but instead, actually, he got too impatient. He got on the grass. That loses him a bit of time now, and that sort of spoils his chances. But look at that, the top 4 all in the same shot. That's something you want to see, isn't it? On lap 8, no massive gaps. They're all basically within DRS. You know, Yoss was just a bite in there, but then it went out again. So we'll see if it goes in. It's right on board. Yes, it does. It should be DRS then for Yoss as well. Maybe not. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Looks like Carriage is going to get it, and Yoss isn't. And in fact, it could be a move. Round the outside of Stowe. We can see it done here before, and I think it has been. I mean, a bit off the track. There might be some questions asked about that. Benjamin out of the race. Yoss looking back up the inside, and Shank got past Jamie as well when I was talking there about that move. But yeah, Force India 1-2. Looks like the dominance of this team is well and truly back for the time being. But will Yoss be able to come back with anything up towards turn 3? He's close enough to go for a dive, but will he? He makes him think about it there, Carriage. Does he defend, does he not? But eventually, nothing happened, and they kept their positions, and looks like there's something going on here. Oh, there's a crashed out car, Benjamin we're looking out for. I think. Somewhere. No? Don't see it. And looks like story of his race. Cirques just cannot get past. He cannot get past Johnny here. And Wise has left the session, so I don't know what he's done, but he's out of the race as well. And oh, he almost looked at the inside. Almost looked at the inside. Didn't quite, but he will have a little look on the exit. Here we go, side by side on the old pit strip. The crowd, you know, would be loving this if they were real. And Shapalili, by the way, right up Yoss's rear end. Haha. And DRS might have a go for it, as well as Carriage on his teammate for the lead, although, you know, they'll probably be more careful. They are teammates, so that's going to need to kill each other. Although that would be quite the same. Oh! They're both pitting! That's going to really screw over Carriage there. And, yeah. I'm surprised they both did that. Shapalili takes the lead of the race, and he only has to make a couple of seconds on this lap. And it could well happen if these guys are going to hold each other up, which I think they will. Johnny's still ahead of Strengths as I'm watching this, but this will be very interesting to watch. Look at the time the Force India here of John Rajiv going to lose, or Carriage is going to lose. And now he's going to be held. Oh, it's taking so long. He's losing so much time. He's still there. Still there. He's going to fall down to what could well be what? A net 7 for 8? Look at that. Jamie pulls out ahead of him. And that is, I think, 7th. I think, net 7th. We'll see that one. And, yeah, that's a real surprise. I don't know why they went in at the same time there, but the Force India 1-2 certainly isn't going to be a Force India 1-2 after all of this. But now it is Shapalili in the lead. That looked like a lot of shenanigans as well going on in the pit lane. So he should be on the podium after all of this. And he wasn't too far off the lead. So we'll see. You know, there's a bit of traffic for John Rajiv to get through here in Erlandine. And I could hold him up just enough to cause some trouble. It looks like Jamie and Carriage are having a fight. And look how slow this is all panning out. Shapalili surely has to be ahead of all of this. And you can see Carriage. He's looking on the inside. Still on the inside, and he backs out of it. And Shapalili into the pits. Don Regime keeps the gap the same really to Erlandine, which is just not ideal, is it? But with DRS, he should get by. He gets a slipstream here that will help him regain some of the time he might have lost in this fight, and up into P6, so what should be the net lead. He goes. And let's watch Shapalili in the slowest pit lane of all time, going on to his medium compound tires to the end of the race. Is this going to be the lead? Is it going to be second? It surely will be at least third. And here we go. Where's John Rajiv? Don Rajiv, down the main straight we go. Schiaparelli on the pit lane exit. This will be close, but I think it will still be Don Rajiv. And it is. You can see him just ahead, but it is a pretty comfortable P2 after all the shenanigans. So, can Schiaparelli, who was looking very fast earlier on in the first stint, can he go ahead and try and win this race? We'll see. And we got another comment. Wonder what that could be. Alright, so why is he saying about his pace? He wasn't happy with it. And it's a shame to see he's out of the race, but it's always next week, right? Anyway, Jamie is caught up to Chance and Carriage. Still not out of their way yet. Or not passing them yet. Superman Natasha isn't really holding on to this as I would expect him to be honest. But this time, there's still time. And Don Rajiv has got a penalty. I don't know. I think Schiaparelli has got one as well as Joss. Just looking at all this now, I think Chant is currently a net P4, so that is what's up for grabs for these guys who are all in this DRS train. Here comes Carriage on Jamie. Certainly got more of a chance with Jamie just on Chant, who's just nowhere near. But there's no moves anyway, so we'll see. Lap 12 here at the British Grand Prix. And Don Rajiv, he got a penalty on the lap, but he also hit the fastest lap. And there's 2.1 seconds clear of his rival, Schiaparelli, and now Jamie. And now Joss has a penalty. Jamie had the fastest lap just after Joss got it, just after Don Rajiv got it. And then Joss got another penalty, which might actually end up putting him into this fight unintentionally. So we'll see. Jamie really going for the wide line now. Give him a nice exit onto the straight. And yeah, Will asking, the net lead is Don Rajiv, yeah. You can see that the medium runners who started are still out there. And just waiting for their time to pit. It's too early for them at the moment. They'll want to be pitting next sort of 3 laps there. And that's a bit of a mistake from Chant. Could give Jamie the chance, although it isn't the cops. So we will see him look to the inside. But I highly doubt we'll see him go up the inside. But you never know. He's got a good exit in towards Maggots and Beckett from Chapel, but it's not going to happen there. He has to back off so he doesn't smash into the back. Don Rajiv going to be having a little go on MK Bourne, and that little go went very well for him. He went past with relative ease. And yeah, he'll catch Bill next, so we'll see how that all works out for him. Meanwhile, Jamie on the inside gets past the Ferrari then. And Carriage is, I've been frustrating him a lot. He might just die at the inside, but he just can't. Chant dies at the inside of Jamie, but just can't get by. What frustration will Carriage be feeling here? He's just stuck here in this little bubble. He was in that second place. He was just tenths off the lead of the race as Don Rajiv goes up into third. You know, he was there. He was about to take the lead, and now he's down in what will be, I think, in the end, actually, a net 6th. Which, you know, isn't good. I'm not gonna say it's good. I don't know why he went in the same time as his teammate. Maybe just they were so close it was too easy to avoid by the time it happened. But yeah, I'm sure Don Rajiv would have been thrilled to see that happening in his rear view mirrors. Anyway, similar than Natalia, he now has caught up to all this, and as Carriage gets more frustrated, similar than Natalia gets more confident he might have a chance to get past. So we'll see, and Schiaparelli getting by MK Bourne, really no point fighting that one. Schiaparelli now, and you can see Don Rajiv getting by Sinks there as well. And round the outside goes Schiaparelli on Bill. Some very nice moves, very nice. And Carriage with a penalty, and it just sort of sums his day up so far. Down the back straight, he gets on the DRS, but then gets on the grass. Ah, that means he can't catch. And he's just stuck. He's just stuck there. Such an unnecessary mistake. And, oh, was that a tap? Was that a tap from Joss, or was that Dasig or something? I don't quite know what was going on there, but it looked like MK Bourne got a thump. Maybe that's just a bad tapping from when I caught us on board. But, look at that. Joss gets a penalty, and that is Schiaparelli on G-strings. That's quite important. And MK Bourne on Bill, and now Joss on Bill. If Bill's clever, then he'll let Joss go, and Oh, he hits him! Bit unnecessary. In fact, very unnecessary. And there is Shapalili getting by. I think in all that he has closed. Yes, 1.3 seconds the gap then between the net leader and the next second place man. And Carriage finally gets by the Ferrari there of Chant. But you gotta say, this race has been well and truly, completely and utterly, totally ruined by that mistake into the pits. Getting some good luck message from Jake for the ILR3 race tonight. Hopefully the racing gods don't break my front right end plate again, which would be very nice. And yeah, here we go. Here's Joss having a go on MK Born, leaving it nice and late. Could have went down the inside of Jason if he wanted to, but he didn't. He'll instead go around the outside. And Jason, if he's got any brains, he will let him through. And that's what happens if you don't let him through. He got on his way. Genuinely, I honestly don't see anything that Joss could have done there. He's in a much better car, much faster car. Yeah, you could say he really shouldn't have went for that risk. You could say that, but really, Jason, he shouldn't really have been fighting that one. You know, I'd say they both got blamed for that incident, but you could see it come from a mile away. So, oh well, we'll see what stewards have to say about that one later on, I guess. But I imagine that probably will be reported. Anyway, Jamie on the back of Bill, looking to get by. Carriage now back on the Cyber's rear end and probably hoping to follow through here. But Bill will sandwich them for now, or will be sandwiched for now between the two of them. And yeah, it's been a pretty decent race. It's hard to believe we're already more than halfway through it. Still got that bit of a cliffhanger of the fight between Shapalili and Don Rajiv for the win. And down the inside there goes Carriage, getting that moved done nice and easily. For those of you who are wondering, by the way, I think Noel, who pitted on lap one for the hards, although they are soft on his screen, on my screen I mean, I think he still will end up in a net 9th. So he will, yeah, good stuff. And I think, as Jake gets very worried, I think it is still a point for Bill. So we'll find out. I think it is still a point for Bill at the present moment. If all goes to plan and the pit stop, of course. So we'll see Jake's clear favourite driver in the pits. MK Bourne goes into his box. And I expect these guys to be quite quick as well. They might be coming back for the field a tad. So we'll see. And yes, Scott, you are hearing another wise disaster. He was just a bit slow. So, now that might actually ruin it for him. They both had a change of front wing there. I've got my calculations terribly wrong. He's 13th. Apologies. Oh god, he's 14th now. We've got a hard compound tire runner in the actual points. Who could have saw this one coming? And he's in there by a cool 10 seconds as well. Noel Edmonds. Give this man, I don't know, something. He was, I mean, he had a disaster on that one as well. So, yeah, we'll see how the new soft runners head back through the field. They shouldn't have much of a problem really, but just they can keep it on the island, you know. And Carriage finally gets by Jamie as well into 4th place, or what will become 4th place in about 10 seconds time. Maybe that's another. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, he's now into 4th, okay? But Jamie, will he be keeping tabs? Not really. He's already fallen back. So yeah, Noel up into an actual 9th on the hards. Seriously now, this is a strategy. This is a strategy right here. Crash on that one, have a disaster, come out in 8th. Easy, right? Good stuff, Mr. Edmonds. Have a nice race. I'll see you at the end. Anyway, here's what Anastasia going up the inside and getting past Chant and Shapalili. That gap is just being closed, isn't it, by ever so slightly every sector. it's getting close to DRS range now. Don Regime will be starting to look in his mirrors. He'll be starting to, well, he doesn't look in his mirrors actually, he just looks behind him. But, you know, let's pretend he is looking in his mirrors. He'll probably be looking in their mirrors, which he isn't doing. And, yeah, being quite scared. So, we'll see. We'll see exactly what goes on here. But, I think we're in for a very nice last 9 laps of this race. So, do not go away. There are still 30 of you here. Don't leave, or else I will, I don't know, kill you. And yeah, or better yet, I'll get Paul to kill you. I'll get you all into our free lobby, and I'll get Paul to smash you up. So don't leave. So Jamie is actually keeping tabs. I thought he would start to fall back because he lost a lot at the start, but he's actually kept close. And yeah, Carriage might be even more angry if Jamie ends up getting back past him again, but you know, for the sake of his sanity, let's just hope that he doesn't. I'd be very interested to see, you know, what I'm going to piss off, because I think it's because the pit lane's got grass there on the exit, on the entry of it, sorry. It's got grass on the entry, so you can't turn back across, because you probably end up going off actually into the gravel. Something Carriage, you just got so unbelievably unlucky. And, yeah, it's a real shame to see that happen, actually. But I don't know what penalties he's got. Maybe he'll get more penalties. Or maybe have less penalties than the others, I mean. Maybe he still has a chance. But you know who really does have a chance here? The Cyberman of Chapalili. I'm trying not to show a bias here, but, you know, I do drive for him. Chapalili goes around the outside. He's really put the hammer down on this lap. Can he get a Cyber lead here at Silverstone? That would be brilliant. Oh, what a dive bomb! Jesus. Well, that's one way to give it a go, isn't it? Wow. I didn't think he'd ever go for that. That is one of the weirdest dive bombs. He went right to the curb and then just licked the stamp and sent it. And will he do it again? Into turn 3? No, I think he learned his lesson. I think he got 1 or 2 penalties by doing that. Maybe not the smartest move, but Jesus, was it certainly gonna surprise people. We've lost 4 people, as Scott's pointed out. They're gonna die because they're gonna miss this anyway. Here we go, Chapalili to the outside for the lead of this race here at Silverstone. Defending on the inside, Don Regib, and no way through for Chapalili at the moment. But really, he's gonna have to be looking absolutely everywhere after what Chapalili pulled in the last lap, because he proved there that he will go for anything, anywhere. Because that was just such an audacious move, and it nearly worked for him, but he went for it too late, and John Regime simply did not see him. Or maybe he'll use that for mind games. Now maybe John Regime will be expecting it, and maybe leave a bit more room, and actually Chapalili might just get past doing that. Or maybe I'm thinking about this too hard. Let's just watch it, shall we? So, Chapalili is about to run out of ERS, and I think he just about has enough for the end of the straight, but so does John Regime. Stays ahead for now, the Pink Panther. But here we go. This is where he went for the dive bomb last time. He's going to go round the outside, which turns to the inside, which turns to the outside, which turns to the inside again. And he's got a good run with the DRS down the main straight. Will he be able to go for it round the outside towards turn 1? He worked this one beautifully to get into the position, and he takes the lead here at Silverstone. But it certainly isn't over yet, as down the inside once again goes Don Regib. But I just don't see a way through. But he has more ERS, so he might well be able to get back past on the DRS straight, because as you can see, Chapalili sort of has to save, and Don Regime can go all out attack, but I don't think he's using his DRS at all there. No, he is. It took him a while to engage it, but he got there eventually. And yeah, Chapalili into the lead, but strangely I think not for long. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I think Johnny got past Null during all that. So I guess that shows how strong the softs are. Bill, I think, is behind MK Bourne still. Yes, he is. And Cernx, you can see how much he got sort of screwed over by being in all that battling. He could have been well ahead of the 2 McLarens and up in that 8th place, but instead he's down in 15th. So really, it's gone pear-shaped for him, unfortunately, in this race. But here's Don Rajiv coming back at Chapelini. There could be a move in this here on the inside into Stowe. That closing speed was fantastic. And it's because of the low ARS. Oh, and a massive slide on the exit. Chapelini not only loses the lead, he loses by a second in the process. And Jos, and Carriage, and Jamie, and Suman Anastasia, and Chant are all going to start to catch up with all this. You'll start to be able to see them all in shot by the end of some straights. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, this could be very tasty. Chapelini had another wee look there. I think he's saving his ARS up. He's got more than Don Rajiv, so he's got a good chance, and he's using the ARS now. He's already alongside, and here we go again. I think this is round 4 between these two now, something like that. And on the inside, Chapelini has to keep it round the outside and maybe go for a switchback, but there was a bit of contact. So Don Rajiv gets the lead back, but there's a bit of controversy. Little contact wouldn't really have made that much of a difference. We'll find out. Here comes Chapelini, another massive slide, but side by side towards Cobbs for the lead. Gets it back, and we're still seeing Don Rajiv getting the better exit. Going for the outside into Maggins and Beckett's. That's not going to work. He has to back off an eye. Jos into DRS range of these two now. And this is a real free car fight for the lead. I said he might get back into this, you know. And here he is. And so is Carriage. I said they could all get back into this earlier, and they are well and truly arriving right now. 3 of them now in with a chance at the moment. As Don Rajiv tries on the outside, he gets a bit of contact this time. And it hits him harder. Can Jos take advantage and go down the inside? No, instead it's going to be Don Rajiv who crashes into Chapelini, a free car pile up there. And surely there's damage, and surely there's a penalty coming for Don Rajiv. He tried the Chapelini tactic there, and it did not work out at all. He's back into the lead, but surely with some penalties to come. And that would mean, unbelievably, it's going to be Carriage. He's back into the lead again. Jos into the podium places, but he and Chapelini both have damage. Jamie will be licking his lips at the prospect of a podium out of nowhere. And with these two fighting, who knows what's going to happen next? And we'll see down the inside. Carriage, he could have got it done before, but he does it this time. Carriage, he would not have expected that earlier on. When he got the pit stop wrong, he probably thought his race was over. But there he is, back into the lead. And what a way to get it. And now we've got Chapelini down in 5th. He's going to fall to 6th very soon. He's going to have to box it. And what a disaster. Look at how far off he is. He just cannot drive the thing. And expect a very angry Chapelini in the stewards room later on. Chatting to Charlie, or, you know, probably shouting at Charlie really. And expect a Ocon Verstappen style fight after that. Also, Jos got screwed over as well, you know. It's just unacceptable for someone to be diving like that for the lead. You know, okay, fine, you can say the same for Chapelini, but he had it, you know, I don't know, it's hard to say really whose was worse. I think they were both as bad as each other. Issue is, Don Rajiv was a little further behind and actually hit him into a spin. So instantly it's worse. Jos is going to try and continue, but honestly, I think he's better just pitting. It's going to cost him so much time. And, yeah, here's Suma Malanataja. He sniffs the podium, doesn't he? He thinks he can get on there now, doesn't he? So we'll see how that one goes. And first off, of course, he has to get past Jos. And Don Rajiv. Don Rajiv is, I think, in a lot of trouble. But we'll see. Suma Malanataja looks around the outside again, which is turned to the inside on the exit. And we'll see. Now, I want to see your opinions on this in the comments. What did you think about both incidents? You know, whose was worse for a start, and, you know, yeah. Just give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts there. Suma Malanataja gets the inevitable over with. And, yeah. Massive controversy here to end the race, sadly. And so you never want to see a controversial end to the race, because actually, you know, badly affects someone. You know, Chapelini, he didn't deserve that. And, you know, fine. You know, someone might probably question his dive bomb. You know, Don Rajiv, his argument will probably be about the dive bomb, but Goody says the one from Chaplin was much better. His dive bomb was much, you know, it was better timed and no contact. I think it actually was contact. But, you know, doesn't change the fact that he didn't put him into a spin, did he? So, there's that point. Noel pits. No! Ugh. Has he got a puncture or something, or what? Noel, you are disappointing me right now. Embarrassment. Boo. Right then. Well, I've lost all faith in you. Anyway, here's only kidding. Anyway, here's Simon Manataja. I want to quickly look back at Chapuli's move, because you know it's nice to compare the two. And actually, to be honest with you, the contact came more actually from Chapuli's one from Don Rajiv himself, actually, because he turned in having not seen the cyber. So actually, really looking at it, Chapuli could have two cases here against Don Rajiv, and that could be a pretty, I wouldn't say race ban, but I'd certainly say qualifying ban. You know, 1, 2, or 3 qualifying bans. Maybe we'll get a race ban. Anyway, we'll see. Simon Manataja. Does he get round the outside? No, but he certainly looks much quicker than Jamie at the moment. And down the inside, doesn't quite go for it. And yeah, seems them hard tires can't go the whole race. So Scott, I'd be worried about you right now, because Noel had to, you know, concede at P9, I think, and he had to pit. Anyway, here's Simon Manataja. I don't know if he's been on the podium yet this season or not. This could be a first. I think he'll have it anyway. I think he's got it by default, thanks to Don Rajiv and whatever the hell is going to happen to him after this race. Only 2 laps to go though, so Simon Manataja, he'll want to get this one done quickly, but you know, not have a crash. And down the inside, he tries it on Jamie, and he just holds him off for now. The cyber driver. I think he's still championship leader somehow, although he hasn't won a race yet. And yeah, quite similar to Weising in ILR2. And Johnny now, look at that, gets past not Weising, Chapulili, and that just shows the speed difference, doesn't it? It's a real shame to see that happen. Anyway, Simon Manataja, I mean, there's dangerously close, and then there's dangerously close. Look at the chance here. He could snatch this off the 2 of them. Because we're in for a pretty entertaining final out with these guys, honestly. Here we go. Jamie defends harsh to the inside. Simon Manataja goes right the way around the outside. Goes a bit off the track, possibly. I don't think it really actually was. A very good move. And in to the podium positions. We'll have to see what penalties do to it. But for now, Jamie technically will still be on there, thanks to Don Rajiv. But I mean more just sort of in-game penalties, one that they've got. Scott thinks he'll get them tires to the end. Well, listen, if you can, you know, I'll send you a cookie or something. Anyway, it is unbelievably the final lap. Honestly, this race, this could go on for another 20 odd laps and just get better and better. It's been such a good race so far, and it's a shame it's going to come to an end. And yeah, I guess we can check penalties now. We've got a bit of time. No one's actually doing anything for once, so let's have a quick look. Carriage. He's got 1 penalty. Don Rajiv has got 3. Simon Manataja has got 1. Jamie's got 1. And Chant has got 1. So, I think Don Rajiv may actually end up falling right down anyway. But anyway, we will see. Here we go. Carriage then into the final sector. Chant could, you know, break Jamie's heart here. Look at the run. Oh God, does he go for it around the outside? No. Here's Carriage though, coming through the final corner now. He's about to take a very surprising victory here. One that he thought he may not have got after what happened in the pit stops. But it's a brilliant win for Carriage here at the British Grand Prix. And look at here, Chant, he's so close for the move, but he just can't do it. They're both distracted to defend. Don Rajiv falls down the pit, so Simon Manataja in P2 from Jamie and Chant. And Johnny, oh yeah, the stop go he didn't serve. And Yoss is 6th, Chapelili 7th, Johnny 8th. And we're looking for Bastos coming across the line at 9th. Well done, my dude! On the hard tires! Good lad! Good man! Landine, he's going to hold off MK Bourne at the minute for points and penalties. He actually would have been miles behind anyway. Saleh, also great performance on the hards. Yeah. And yeah, that is it. That has been the British Grand Prix ILR5. We'll go through the results one more time, and yeah, hop into the ILR5 chat as well, and just see everyone absolutely having a meltdown. Because, you know, that's what ILR does best in a post-race. Everyone who's been in the ILR3 chat or the ILR2 chat, I don't know what the others are. I'm not in any others apart from them three. Then you'll all know. Then it gets a bit crazy. So, it's Carriage then, who wins the race. Honestly, one of the drives of the season for me. After the mistake he made in that pit stop, to come back and actually take victory. Okay, fine, he took advantage, but at the end of the day, he didn't get involved in that crash. He was right place, right time. Which is quite the contrast to wrong place, completely wrong time. Anyway, Carriage then, winner from Simulanatage from Jamie, Chant, Domergy, Yoss, Chapelili, Johnny, Bastos, Erlandine, Saleh, MK Bourne, Sirlunks, Bill, Edmonds, Penske, Wise, Benjamin, Iceman, and Sweetema. And that has been it. That has been the British Grand Prix in ILR5. We've got ILR4 coming up at 8, as well as ILR3 coming up at 8 as well. And yeah, see you soon. Have a nice life, and watch ILR2 by the way as well on Sunday for a great, fantastic, brilliant performance from Scott. The highlight of his season, I imagine. Safe travels, and yeah, have a nice life.